All right, gonna play. Not playing any of these cards. And play some Burn using League Elder in our open slot. Name called. Uh, yet to get to pull any one creature, specifically Ergar. Gives all our creatures Spark, lets them ping for one, puts together a burn board, and Elder at the during your draw, and yeah, just tries to do that. A lot of energy, just trying to keep the pressure on. I don't love traveling healer, but we're playing without Daybreak, so you know, Alt Greg. We're hoping that League Elder and Barak the Red just like power through and we don't run out of gas. We got other stuff. We'll talk about it as we go on. But mostly pretty, Firefly Amulet's a little bit interesting with Elder. It's not really a playable card otherwise, but discarding a card is fine. Okay. All right. Probably going to lose the start. Maybe not. Okay. We are going to lose. Harish, so we're playing Dresh. Zala is a little bit of a concern, but most of our powers are, energy inefficient to Scream. So let's see what we can do. Draw some cards. Bottom one. Right, bottled city. And we're getting captured. Okay, so he knows we're burn. Top card is a Giant Arboll. Bottled City does not ignore regional penalties, just restrictions. So it would cost him. Flame Rudwot is a little too good not to play, even if he does blank occasionally. Uh, but yeah, I think we're okay. Dream Draft and Nemsa, pretty good. 3 free energy that I have to burn away if I want to kill him. Yeah, Zala, as I said, is like it's energy inefficient to scream a lot of power that I would go face with, or at least a couple, or 1 or 2 powers that I would go face with. So gotta be a little concerned about it. All right, and here we go. League Elder naming called. And all right, find me my special boy, Ergar. Send him to hand. Shuffle the deck and draw to 5. That's a good 5. Okay. We're cooking. We're struggling a little bit with the interface, but that's fine. Here's Scroll of Fire. And here come the special boys. Energy to. Everything is 4 energy. Yeah, I don't know if I could draw better than this. All right. Yeah. So yeah, full disclosure, this is like running extremely well. Imagination decks are pretty consistent, but this is like as good a burn draw as I could hope for. I guess he probably has to scream the combustion, right? Uh, No, like this is yeah. So there's an interaction point with this Zala in play. Like I don't just get to do everything that I want for free. Um, fine. Healing Flame is a move, so I can hold off on. Yeah, I'm gonna Healing Flame off my ear. Rudwot first. If he screams it, that's fine if he doesn't. If he doesn't, then it's just like energy that I have, and I can sort of keep going. Okay. That actually might have been a mistake because now Rudwot is on two. Um, I think I probably want. Well, I don't really want to spark the Zealot. It's a bad thing to spark. Healing Flame off the Arboll. I think I am going to use the Arboll first. Uh, because like if he screams it, it like gives me information, and if he doesn't, like then I can adjust accordingly. But yeah, like if I get to use this power, I'll move some energy onto my Flame Rudwot to okay. Let's hit go. So moving the energy onto the Rudwot. Okay, so that might have been because do I have to? I maybe don't have to choose before it gets screamed, which is kind of a weird. Okay, so he lets that go, which means his all is now at three. Uh, yeah, I'm not actually sure whether I have to name the target, but I think I don't actually have to name the target from. Let's see, as the opposing creature uses a. I think I don't actually have to name the target before, like he gets his. Yeah. Oh, yes. Tinder. It. Yeah. Swipe right on Giant Arboll, folks. Great card. Uh, and Spark Zala from the Ithapher. Yeah. So I think I might not actually have to make the. There might be an obscure rules team ruling about this. I'll ask about it later, but okay. So now I know he can't scream. Uh, he, uh, he he must scream, but he no longer has a mouth. So uh, okay. Everything is. Oh yes, yes. I'm tendering. Everything is now. So I have two more sparks and burning branches left. Okay, the Zala I can leave alone now. I don't really want this thing to energize. So we're gonna burning branches. And spark Habab. Um, and that Tinders. Okay, so I have one more spark. I think I just hit well, I mean, it's free to hit a creature, so and I'm just going to take the energy efficient line. Neither of these things is that much of a concern at this point. Uh, so it's just energy efficient to do this. And yeah, so we're pretty happy. Uh, like we couldn't really not combustion first. Just like yeah, there wasn't going to be a way to do that, but we did a lot of damage to the board. We get to draw 5 cards with prepare. Double Firefly Amulet, but that's actually not that bad because we can pitch one to the other. Got gas for next turn, uh, and Abraxin's Crown's not doing that much yet, but can just play it pretty uh, freely, and keep rifling through our deck. Pretty happy with where we're at, uh, which is what you want. You know, if you're not happy with where you're at after turn one playing burn, you're kinda in bad shape. Uh, but yeah, we got gas. We got gas. We think we have gas relative to, and that we think we're all gas, no brakes here. Crushing sands could be a little nasty here. It'd basically be a 7 for 4, but probably not insurmountable. Probably something that we can manage. A boots, okay. Something's coming in. Boots and Nemsa, I love that. Uh, like no free value off the Nemsa, uh, and spending a boots. All right, and an Ismer. So this is gonna sting a bit, but so like kind of a cute little scrollsy effect. Plays well with the one energy creature and plays very well with a braid off the Ismer. So take 3. Uh, Headed to attacks. So we're gonna lose a few important pieces here. Yeah. So Zala clears out the Arboll with the Sunburn. Um, card, so that's pretty good. I'm going to trade a Nemsa for the Irgar, makes a lot of sense. Uh, yeah, the like the still in pretty good shape off of like making him spend boots. Oh, just gonna trade the. I guess trading the Ismar is like not any different. It seems like a good line to me. So this is gonna go to my discard pile. Never ended up since he never ended up using it, and gets back his sunburn. And here we go. Energize my dreams to 9. Uh, I don't think any of these cards. Certainly, I want to play this. Take more to kill a bunch of creatures. And if he doesn't, then having a bunch of creatures puts me in a better position next turn. I am going to hold the crown. I'm going to hold the crown because he might be playing a bunch of illusions that I might want it to burn through. So I think that's more worthwhile in hand. So we're just going to play our 2 creatures. Oop. Or maybe it's me, I don't know. But yeah, so we can't dump this second Firefly Amulet yet. We can't. We want to hold the crown, so we're going to take 3 random draws and 2 creatures in play. Cinder Hyren, cool Trader's Reach card. Burns very efficiently. Uses the graveyard, or discard pile. So basically a swords effect and swords plus robes, or sword not swords. Rayje's sword plus robes of the ages for Dresh spells. Uh, uh, you know, energy efficient card, inefficient burn. Uh, draw a lot of cards in Magi-Nation, so often quite good. Also can pay an energy to get it back from your graveyard when you reveal a Magi. That's often good. It's recurring. Okay, Ithapher is all right. That's it. So his hand is not very good, uh, and that's not good for him. That his hand is not very good. Uh, all right. Well, now I'm glad I have my crown. One of the cards in his hand is okay. He probably didn't draw. Pitch this anyway. Now attack for all we're worth. Alright, yeah. Spark Chogo doesn't remove additional energy from opposing Magi in attacks, but we're gonna get in for what we can. Okay. Cinder Hyren sort of runs it sort of like it's sort of like playing Murktide and like getting Delirium for your channeler versus getting delving your Murktide. Uh, but without Alt Grega to check for cards in my discard pile, uh, I just want. So let's just burn as efficiently as we can. I think I'm gonna hold off on fading the Spark Chogo here because I don't have a kill. Um, yeah, so Abraxin's Crown means my burn powers, which would burn creatures, can now also burn Magi. Also, so happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So send all these good cards back to my deck. All right. Ithra energizes to 10. And I was willing to sack both my Chagos to burn for 4 more, but not for 5 more. So, alright, but now, okay, hand is bad. My hand has been very good. His hand's been pretty bad. Magi-Nation's pretty consistent, but it's important to recognize in any game with any variance when you're getting lucky. And I think I probably am here. So here we're swinging. I think I want to play the yeah. I'm gonna play this fire. I'm gonna take the. I think I would rather have a random card than this Fire Chogo, and if I get my board swept, I sort of just want to be. I sort of just want to be on my next Magi, so um, we're gonna just play these cards, play the sword. Uh, since we just put a bunch of good random draws back in the deck. Uh, and since we have a Magma Hyren, we can bounce Healing Flames. So Healing Flame -1, add 2 here. And -2 here. Yeah, just putting 2 or 3 back on the Magma Hyren is fine for now. Might be relevant to put some energy on the Cinder Hyren so he can pyre again, but for now we're happy with this. We don't really need this sword effect for anything against Dresh. This is more of a tech card against like Burrow or Ardarian Guardwings or like protective things to stop us doing our thing. So just playing it when we're so there's Brushfire, a good card. Bombard, not that good a card. So we're hoping to play it and get some potential value off it if we have to go to our third Magi. Yeah, Brushfire, once we play it, can be played again from the discard pile every turn, which is pretty good. So, like, we're looking to play one or both of these cards sooner rather than later. We have an Ergar. Un scale is not that relevant here. Again, more a tech card for unfair matchups. We want to like keep people from having hands. We want to keep people from drawing into hands that are too big, if possible. So having just one of these to like maybe jank out a combo deck or like a control-y sort of, draw lots of cards kind of deck, whatever that deck might be, is helpful. But right here, it's just like, one energy cycle it if you draw it on Elder, and like it being blank is worth it. The cases where it is blank is are worth it for the cases where it's helpful. And here's Drajan. Drajan is pretty good against us. I can't use effects during attacks, which is not that relevant. It does affect Spark Chogo's burnout if I end up using that. Although burnout is actually worse than fade away a lot of the time. Uh, it's in fact even with fade away, just with scroll. It is in fact not better to burn out than fade away a lot of the time. Uh, Even if you get the choice between the two. But my powers costing one additional energy to use is pretty relevant. Uh, Makes my whole setup here a lot less energy efficient. Uh, but we'll see what he can piece together to actually like if he can actually if like Drajan being good is actually enough to uh, get him catch him back up here. Um, PRS1, Sand Cape, okay. That's only relevant if he goes down below 5 cards in hand. But right here's Warrior's Boots, Warpath. So here comes probably the Sand Hyren to get a good attack, but we will see. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's an illusion or something in hand. Yep, Sand Hyren it is. So Rayje's Belt, good card. Might have to lock the belt here, or the scroll. I'm sorry. I guess we're not gonna find out until uh, there are a lot of diverse. All right, attacks the Rudwot. So there he goes. And if he can stabilize the board, then locking prepare like shuts off my card advantage engine. Uh, Order. So it's possible that he meant to lock something first, or play another spell or something. Oh, right. Sequencing of booting in the Hyren first because it reduces the cost of starting cards. So saves an energy on Sandcape. Or actually saves 2 energy on Sandcape. Sand Hyren isn't minimum 1. Oh, no, it is minimum 1. I thought it was. Yeah, okay. And he did only add 1. So that makes sense to me. Here's Ismar. Ismar from hand. That does put his hand smaller than mine, which means another Ismar from the discard pile. Pretty good. Pretty good. So two energy Ismars. Can only imagine he's playing that Ubin. Yeah, Ubin. All right, so we're gonna lose some stuff here. I don't know if he has a kill. It doesn't look like it just yet. Light side, so yeah, it's free. uh, or it costs one rather. Uh, so it costs one with the Sand Hyren's light side effect. Two less energy to a minimum of one because it's a starting card. So that's pretty good, energy efficient. The Sunburn that we knew he had. Uh, so two extra on any situation where he burns this. So probably he'll Uben to this to uh, save the Ismer triggers. Yep. Dream Slice the Hyren for 5. Pretty good. Paying for Sunburn, so that'll be returned to his hand at the end of the turn. Uh, pretty if he can stabilize, that's pretty good. I think he's probably too far behind at this point. Double Sandomancia Fire Chogo, probably necessary because letting me have two of them is just letting me wrath his board. A Dreamcatcher. Yeah, I think that's probably not going to be. Oh yeah. Oh well, he's probably going to lock the. He'll either lock the scroll or he'll. Well, if he was going to kill a Fire Chago, that probably means he means to lock the scroll. I think if he was just going to lock the Heat Storm power, he would have left the Fire Chagos alive and burned out the Spark Chago instead to cut me off from having powers with which to do things. Um, all right. He actually could have sparked both Fire Chagos, uh, which with Drajan. Well, oh wait, no, it wouldn't, because I would have still been able to pay for it, and the discard Fire Chago part would have been fine. But yeah, so most likely he's gonna lock my scroll. Uh, oh, from Sandom. Oh, okay. So he killed. I missed the Sandomancy trigger. That's my bad. I wasn't paying it right. He played a relic, so he gets to double ping. So he kills the other Fire Chaga with that. That's pretty good. Uh, mm, yeah, yeah. Wasn't thinking. Yeah, double Sandomancy trigger. Okay. I think the lockdown target probably has to be Pyromancy. Um, because it's just like too much damage for free if I get to use it. Uh, but he did get rid of my Fire Chagos, which makes it much less easy to kill him, for sure. I mean, I could just high roll with this Bombard uh, if I roll well. Yeah, I mean, in scale, I can probably cycle. I mean, Brushfire is better in the discard, so I do have a lot of gas, even if Pyromancy gets locked. Uh, but we'll see what happens. right. So, yeah, I think he probably has to lock Pyromancy. Um, he might just be like realizing that there's not there aren't a lot of okay. Lock Fade away. Um, so he's gonna let me have the scroll, which might or might not be correct. All right. Swarm the Hyren, discarding what actually? I'm gonna discard the Brushfire, and try to high roll with the Bombard here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically any better than even roll like wins me the game from here. So we're gonna just play this. Oh, to try to high roll into the win, and even if I roll a one, it's still not that bad. A two, two is pretty bad, but it's not. I'm not saying there's a chance. Actually, I'm saying that so deal an extra one. I think I would rather leave him with the Ismer than the Sand Hyren. Oh right, yeah, Drajan. I mentioned that earlier. I'm just not thinking. Right, Drajan is fair. Drajan is fair, and therefore I don't get to burn out the Sand Hyren. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just swing in the sand on the Sand Hyren. He can't really stabilize by not killing me, and uh, like if he does kill me, then I just have a new tank of gas and am gonna put Drajan in the dirt. So pretty happy. Pretty happy with where we're at. You know, this is how you want burn games to go. You wanna but which is I think reasonable because he probably expects Barak the Red to come next, and I could, if I just had a if I didn't, I have a thermal blast where I could low roll, but I would get this. Master creatures, but do have a crown. I could tutor up a Cinder Hyren and shoot face using my discard pile, or shoot face with my Brushfire if I had a crown. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have the kill here, but I have to think about it a little. Energy to 22. I do have a Flame Rudwot back in my discard pile. So Flame Rudwot, there's my Arbolit. It's bad, but it's free because it's a starting card. I already have my one of Thermal Blast, which is also so I can tutor for something. How many creatures do I actually have in my discard pile? One, two, oh. These are not supposed to be in my discard pile. Three, four. Okay, so four is relevant. Which I mean, we're just gonna start by thermal blast. Anyway, I started blasting. Just like see what the roll is before we make any other decisions. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I mean, I had been planning to low roll and go face, but I don't know if you can dream catcher with. This is another thing that there. I think no. But even if it can Reef Hyren something, I guess this is technically not a correct play. But yeah. So kind of a non-game, but you play burn, you play burn to produce some non-games where you just run them over and burn them out. Uh, yeah. So new game. Uh, might be playing the same. Might play something else. Diversity of matchups. Burn. Yeah. Yeah, burn. I don't really need to know what I'm up against on uh, turn one, because I always want to go second. Um, a lot of aggro decks, or a lot of decks like I say aggro decks. Forest Tyrant always wants to go first because it wants to vortex on. Uh, the Oh, I realized it's dark here. I'm gonna go turn the light on. Just like sitting in the dark. But there we are. Um, there we go. Oh, did he get booted? It looks like he might have done. So we're hosting and we're gonna see what happens here. Alright, so Crude is switching plugins to the old plugin to load one of his saved decks. So he's just like got to copy paste and like figure out the copy paste with the dual region cards because, uh, but he will be right back. I'll be back in a moment and we'll get another game. All right, we're back. We're not back. Now we're back. And all right. Roll of 3. Kind of hope to lose the die roll just for content. Did because going second is always correct here. Um, and yeah, a lot of decks, all other things being equal, will choose to go first. So uh, aggro decks that want to go second oftentimes get to. Uh, like at least in a blind matchup. This is not a blind matchup, obviously. It's Eris, so there's a lot of energy on the board to be burned, but also he's going to draw a lot of cards. And there's a poison blue root there, which is, which I'll be able to kill pretty easily, probably, but would be a concern because my deck is pretty wide. But Oh, am I not live? Okay, I was recording. So my bad. My bad for people who wanted to watch live. I do have the recording though. Uh, I am very bad at Streamlabs. All right, so we've got the era set up. Uh, bin the bin the Gremble, draw 3 cards, and then use the Fog Hyren to draw 2 more cards. Oh, and use the throne to draw a card off the Gremble dying. That's cool. Uh, and yeah, so drawing a lot of cards, doing things, spending a lot of energy to do that though. So likely we're gonna get another flip kill here on Eris. So League Elder called, you know the drill. Or maybe you don't because you weren't watching live. So we're playing League Elder, we're naming called. We're revealing all, we're pulling Ergar as our 1 creature. And build a 5, cool. Hand's good. We don't have a scroll effect. Let's see, what does this do? Coal Ergar, so like it doesn't do very much against it burns wide, but doesn't burn low very well against non-Oroth. All right, so but we do have 3 sparks and a we do have 3 sparks, double Brushfire. So we're gonna Brushfire here, and once from on the Nikala. So if I want to leave something at 1, I want to leave the Fog Hyren at 1 because I want to cut it off from using its power, but yep. So he's going to get to renewal, get to draw a card off that. I guess I could choose whether to cut him off from card draw or I'm going to play this. I don't think being able to go face is that important. I think I just want the random draw, even if he has relic removal or something, or like hate, whatever. And here come the special boys. Yeah, I mean the secret to like the burn creatures. Um, do I want to afford him? I think so. If he draws 2 more cards off of me killing his stuff, then I'm gonna kill I'm gonna kill the root first because yeah, I don't think I want. I could There could be an argument. Spark Iris twice, Spark Root. leaves him a Fog Hyren, so he draws 2 cards anyway. So that's just like actively terrible. I'm gonna spark the root and see what he does. If he see if he might throne it. He probably will. He'll probably throne the first one. Yeah, renewal, discard an energy, draw a card. Good card. Lot of card advantage. Um, um, Now actually I have a reasonable. I think Spark Face Spark Hyren is actually probably correct. Well, it's 2 cards either way. Eh, you don't play Burn to play Afraid. Uh, I'm gonna let him die if he wants to. Like, yeah. Renewal is correct. If I'm playing in a tournament, I might Spark Face Spark Hyren there and try to take one more turn killing Eris. But we're gonna see. We might be losing Elder here, but we're preparing, drawing to 5 cards, uh, and we're passing the turn. All right. So I think there were some errors with trying to go live. We're live now. One Magi into game 2 of the recording. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're like being spared the problems of my incompetence. We're one Magi in. Uh, okay, so we're just having every problem that we. Apparently, we can't go live, uh, but the recording is continuing to work. So, all right. So we got a bunch of little creatures, including 3 that make it hard to burn, which is pretty good, and a big ol' Mist Hyren. He counts as having 3 more creatures than he otherwise would because of Mlob's imaginary friends. So there's a lot of stuff here. All his creatures are also core, if that ever becomes relevant, um, because of Glablet. Uh, doesn't have enough energy to Zung Swarm me, so that's something. Um, but oh, he's gonna supply one of the Treepishes. That is sort of interesting to me. Another throne, because it means he can't cancel a power. Uh, Alrighty. So, okay, so he's going to get a creature. Uh, He's playing Mist Hyren, so this is not a Makor Bomb deck. Probably, or yeah, this can't be a Makor Bomb deck. But he's gonna get to look pretty deep and pick the best creature from among them. Uh, we're not playing with Daybreak unreleased promos, so I don't have to worry about Grenduin, who would be pretty nasty here. But yes, that is how it works. The hatch completes itself, and then the draw, if any, will happen. Or the draw from Throne will happen, because Throne is a when effect, so the power will resolve, and then the when effect will trigger. So, uh, he put into play. What did he put into play off the? What did he put into play? Did he put another green stuff into play, or another troll? All right, I missed what he got off the. Um, I guess it was either another green stuff or another troll. Uh, Here's a black stuff off the second troll. Pretty good card. Nice recursive little guy. Updraft the Mist Hyren. That's good. That's high energy advantage. So we're gonna get to Wrath the board here, but and we have burn to like deal with. We have like things to pick off these treepishes before they could become inconvenient. So that's good. Moobring is rough. And Spirit Drain. All right, so we came to play this round. We got a lot of tech against burn that we got to fight through. Uh, so they can. Oh, and a Zung Swarm. So they did have Zung Swarm, and uh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Uh, I guess I had. Let's see. Does nothing. How does that impact Rayje's sword? I feel like there's a ruling on that, but I think that it's going to be explained. Oh, this goes to the defeated Magi pile. Okay, so we've got stuff to work through, but we are a Magi ahead. And even if Moobring does work through a sword, uh, we still have. I mean, we still have a lot of stuff we can do. And all right, so this is one or more of your creatures in play. I think I am going to spin the thermal blast and not use it to most likely going face, but also I don't want him drawing cards. So like if I high roll on my all right. So here we go. We've got a Barak the Red. I don't have anything. No, none of my starting cards are in the bin. Real to owner all. Arbolit, Flame Rudwot, Thermal Blast. All right. I think the first thing we're gonna do before we do anything else is we're gonna check the Thermal Blast and see if we high roll. Uh, yeah, face. I mean, it's fine. You low roll about half the time. I guess maybe that should have gone against a Treepish. I definitely need an Eargar here. So we're gonna let's discard. So yeah, I definitely need an Eargar here because that's the only thing that lets me go face. Uh, Other than that, I need to think about this a little bit. So I'm definitely want to play the. It definitely is the only thing that lets me go face, and the only thing that could pick like the best thing. Or do I want a Fire Chogo actually? Fire Chogo would sweep the board here. After well, no, Fire Chogo can't sweep the board against Moobring, and I don't have a belt. Well, unless Sword works. Uh, I think Sword actually doesn't stop Moobring. So, Judge does Sword. I think Sword doesn't stop. Uh, yeah, because I think making the power do yeah, making the power do nothing is different than or reducing or preventing the damage part. Uh, we'll go to rulings and clarifications later, but okay. So we can't actually get through. So we can't get through the move ring with what we have in hand without a belt. So we're gonna. So I'm gonna try to brush fire a treepish. They can. All right, so they're gonna martyr and they're gonna renewal. Uh, okay, so sword is actually kind of bad here, but I can't. I can bin it to command, but not to. I can bin it to command, but not to swarm. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, he's gonna be drawing cards. There's not much I can do about that. Uh, but yeah, I think I can bin. I can safely bin the sword. I mean, his last Magi might be Alabra, but it seems like sword doesn't work against most of his protection. So I can probably bin it and okay. So he's gonna martyr and renewal again. That's fine. Okay, so I definitely want an Eargar. Yeah, I don't want to get Zung swarmed out of this magic. With I think I don't really want this sword though. Oh yes, that's correct. I don't. Yeah, because discarding the card is not part of the uh, is not actually part of the cost of Firefly Amulet like it is for a lot of these cards in Magic. discarding if the power does nothing, it also doesn't discard a card from my hand. Yeah, there are, I think, a few cards that say discard the creature to do a thing, but yeah, this is one where okay. So I am gonna go down to 15 to command here. They can't stop the command because that's only martyr only stops burn powers. And yeah, we're gonna bin an Arbolit. So we have 15 energy now. So we're gonna play Ergar, Arboll, Flame Rudwot, Magma Hyren, clear. So energy to 4, energy 1, 2, 3. So, but we still effectively get to ping down the green stuffs. They, yeah. I mean, we're gonna bounce healing flames between the Irgar or the Hyren and the Rudwot after this. We're gonna see if he draws his Magi out to 0 here, or if he wants to keep MLab alive for a turn. Okay, he's gonna draw 1. All right, so the stuffs are gone. We're gonna bounce healing flames. They can't do anything about this. Oh, not that's the wrong way to go. Oop. So +2 on the Rudwot, then -2, and +3 on the Hyren. Okay, so Hyren still has its Fireball. I still have 2 Sparks. He could stop this. I assume he doesn't want to because it only deals 1. So I assume I'm getting a Tinder off this. Oh, they are going to martyr. Okay, so see, I have. Oh no, never mind. We're not doing that because okay. So we are Tindering then. Uh, All right. So I have two sparks and two sparks and a burning branches left. Okay, so he is gonna probably martyr it to this time to not give me Tinder. Uh, Jill has been swiped left upon. He is sad. Look at him, poor little guy. Uh, but it's okay. You just gotta keep on going, and eventually the sparks will come. Uh, he'll probably draw off this. I do have one spark left off my Ergar. I mean, he'll obviously martyr or watchful this because it just like denies me an energy on my Arboll. But he will yeah, he's going to use renewal because I have a spark anyway, so it's better to spend the energy drawing a card than spend the energy like see. Do I think that I'm gonna get Zung swarmed again or anything? I think I'm gonna put energy back on my Magi. Well, they have Spirit Drain in their deck. I'm gonna split the difference, go 2 and 2. Draw some cards and pass the turn. I didn't draw my Bombard, which means if I do die here, I at least have a free card. Okay, the last magic is Alabra, so I am glad I hung on to this sword. Uh, and because, oh boy, would I be in trouble if I had to play against Alabra with no tech, and look for my and just be drawing to my belts. I mean, I guess like Spark Chogo Lava Flow also like prevent the damage from being altered, but regenerate is good. That's a free attack on my to get rid of my Flame Rudwot. He doesn't know I have more in hand, of course. Uh, but yeah, or it's also just like a free creature uh, out of the bin. So yeah, so we got yeah. So someone mentioned that the stream was dying. It's an issue with Streamlabs. We're recording everything. I am very sorry about this. I don't understand why it's doing this, but it's all on YouTube, which is how you're watching it if you're hearing me talk at all. So hopefully it's entertaining on in the video format. I will strive to be better and figure out an attack. All right, there goes my Flame Rudwot. Pretty good. Prevents me from doing stuff that I otherwise might like to. There's a Fog Hyren. Hi, Fog Hyren. Remorphing to some number. What number we shall see. Doing some math. So he's not sure either what number the Fog Hyren should go to. And Dreamwarp it down to 4. Okay. That's likely correct. It's probably okay. He's not playing another creature. That is interesting. He's gonna just obscure knowledge and spirit drain me. Okay. Uh, my Arboll and my Magi, because it drew a spirit drain out of his hand, but also it was enough to draw a spirit drain out of his hand, but also it wasn't enough to okay. Is it crazy to pitch? I think it's crazy to pitch. I think I can't pitch any of these cards. I think I need to play the sword to actually be able to burn anything effectively. But I think I want to Brushfire. I think I want to Brushfire and not Swarm. I can't Brushfire face anyway. So, or hang on, actually, do I have a kill? If I if I use any spell or power to burn this thing out, puts 1 energy on my Arboll. So that's 10. Yeah, sword. Uh, I have a Brushfire in my bin. I think that Alabra can't. I think Alabra doesn't actually work on sword, but yeah, I have a kill either way, so I'll just like demonstrate it and protection on. Uh, I guess he used up all his protection on his last stand. He thought it would be less likely for me to be able to do it if I had to go through Magi Energy. But yeah, we're just Spark Face. I'm pretty sure that Alabra does not. I'm pretty sure Sword does beat Alabra because A climbing staff. Oh, lol. Okay. Alabra's still alive. We're battling. Okay. I mean, maybe I may if I get owned from here, it will make for tremendous content. So we'll see. But yeah, draw cards past turn. I suspect I'm fine through the climbing staff here. Yeah. So here's a black stuff. Uh, a lot of cards. Never hit a Deadwood staff. That will do it. You know, Magi-Nation decks are in general pretty consistent, but like sometimes that does just happen to you, and that is a big impediment to his energy efficiency. It means that I don't really have to worry about a big mist Hyren coming down and ruining my day here. Yeah. Typically, if you have two cards, one of them will usually show two copies of a card. One of them will usually show up in the top 20. There's a bunch of guys. Uh, so like this is actually kind of a problem if uh, I can't burn through uh, or if we play it so I can't burn through the resilience. I'm about to lose this Fire Chogo, which is kind of unfortunate, but okay. So I am pretty sure that I've lost connection. Why have I done that? We'll see if we can load it, but uh, I'm pretty positive that Alabra does not work against sword. Uh, so, like, sort of playing it out as if she did is just sort of a for science exercise. But, uh, and I probably had it either way. But we'll see where the autosave takes us and if we can finish out this game. Autosave 1. This was a few turns ago. Autosave 2. This was longer ago. Okay, so it looks like we're just one turn back. And yeah, so we'll continue with the for science exercise of here's black stuff. Energize to 5. And here come the special boys. No attack with the black stuff, which probably correct, honestly. All right, he was not the Chogo. He was too beautiful for this world. Zung Swarm. Oh, Vard Stampede. Discard my relics. Fine. Not Zung Swarm. Vard Stampede. Okay. Yep. Okay, so yeah. I mean, not uh, yeah. Getting got by the. So now, yeah, it would have mattered last turn, and we're gonna dream hatch this Trollb. See what happens there. It's to go 4 deep. Another Zung. Zung is very good. We don't like seeing. I guess Zung doesn't matter that much. In because but it is in fact energy neutral because I'm just gonna get to Tinder for. All right. Can I do anything about any of this? I could tutor for. The only thing that I can tutor for that stops damage reduction is Spark Chogo, who doesn't matter, and or who doesn't matter and like would be energy inefficient anyway. It would thin my deck, which might actually be relevant. So we're gonna go to attacks, or so if I What would I tutor for that... What would I tutor for that would actually matter, if anything? Probably there's nothing that I could tutor for that would matter. Yeah, let's just attack down these two. Okay. And, yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure Sword does beat Olabra, but we're just gonna play it out as if it didn't and see if it makes for good content. Uh, this seems fine. I mean, a crushing spell would work, but like, there's no way to prevent that. All my things rumble pretty well with their things in combat. We're just gonna draw some cards. Bombard would be good if I could get through this resilience. We will see. We will see. Magma Hyren is good if any of my healing flame creatures live. Or if I am allowed to get to my turn and we shall see. Uh, still no Deadwood staff, which is helpful for me because uh, like, that would be a card that could be a card that could help him stabilize and get back in this game. Both his Deadwood Steps are in the very bottom of his deck, but both my Rage... Oh, I only have one Rage's Belt. Why do I only have one Rage's Belt? Maybe I decided that was correct for some reason. My Rage's Belt is also in my bottom 20. So okay, how much? Okay, so we're gonna clear some stuff off the board. Probably he's gonna play creatures, which I don't love, but okay, Fog Hyren is not that bad. I'm sort of okay with Fog Hyren. It does. I can't like actually attack through this, or well, no, I'm fine actually. I can beat Fog Hyren. Oh, he's gonna obscure. Yeah, so he's just dead. I guess like it is technically energy efficient to obscure knowledge, but yeah, just like can't do it. Inhibitor band, sure. Uh, no belt for me. Not that I drew one. All right. In case of another climbing staff, I'm gonna be very careful. Get to spend two, deal one. Go to attacks, send, knock it over, and I have 7 energy. Yeah, we're just gonna play it all. we don't. Uh, yeah. Again, I am very certain that Sword beats Solabra, which would have resulted in a kill a few turns ago, but bonus content for all you lovely people. And yeah, we did eventually get there, even through the Olabra, which you know hopefully was elucidating as far as like how powerful hate pieces can be. It's like it was he was Crude was very behind, and uh, like I had to sort of work for it if I couldn't hate out resilience and uh, like didn't have and in absence of a belt, which was somewhere in the bottom 20 cards. Not yeah, long way away. There's my yeah, there's Rayje's belt. Okay, but yeah, you know, one anyway. Hopefully that was. Hopefully that's worth your time as a viewer, at least on YouTube. I do apologize for not being able to figure out how to like get Streamlabs to stream and not get mad at me. But thanks for watching, YouTube viewers, and peace.